Welcome back to The Raven. Let's check out some of the little clickables we've got around here. Such as the book. Oh, no, you moved. And the book disappeared. It's a magical book. I don't know why I was doing that.
The Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
Huh, never heard of Westmacott before.
I'll pick it up before I get off.
Fair enough. Let's see, anything else here? Nah. Oh wait, I can hit spacebar to see what's clickable, right? Okay, so I'm not sure if I click and hold it, or I just like hit it once to see. Okay, looks like I hit it once and then, I don't know, this isn't a lot of help though, because I have to be looking in the right place and notice those indicators. They don't really stand out.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Yeah, that looks awesome. I would love to travel on a train like this. That'd be sweet. Okay, I know I saw a clickable thing around here somewhere. I guess now I'm used to the Night of the Rabbit, which really highlights all the clickable areas. No. I didn't tell you to go that way. This guy kind of controls like a big ox, which I guess is kind of appropriate. I wish that if I clicked and held shift, it would keep those indicators up. Instead, I have to keep my eye out because they really kind of blend in. So, I guess it's pixel hunting for me. No. Alright. Yes?
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world.
How romantic.
One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
What? I don't follow what he's saying there. That's a nice lapel.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
What was that all about? So, who are you, buddy?
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Well, at least he's honest.
Are you traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
Okay.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
This guy really likes to make broad declarations about the Swiss, doesn't he? Like, oh, the Swiss. I'm very cautious, therefore the Swiss are very cautious people. I am very fat, therefore all Swiss are very fat people. I am very old, therefore all Swiss are very old people. You know, like, what the hell, dude? You're like racist against yourself.
Very kind of you. Thanks.
What the hell?
Oh, pardon me.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucian. Professor Edgar Lucian.
Oh, a professor. Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly say, I think that was supposed to be like the train rocking and he got knocked forward and bumped into him, but it looked like he intentionally got out of his way to trick him out and then leapt forward to bump his tee. Maybe he did, but I don't know. It looked like a dick move, though.
So, you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no?
There was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
That's a little suspicious. I wonder if this isn't the guy that's gonna be... He's like keeping an eye on whatever's in that safe, maybe. Because I don't trust that laugh.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him? And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
Very suspicious.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, or so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
No, I'm not gonna let you take your leave. I still have one more dialogue option left.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
I noticed this fat guy bumping into me and spilling
On
my
the train?
tea.
No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
Okay, say goodbye.
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait here.
For some reason I find that hilarious. Because he's like tugging at it, he's like, my door, it won't open. And we just look at her like it's locked. As if that it wasn't obvious. I guess this guy didn't realize that.
Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to take one if I have trouble. My daughter insisted that I take them with me. She was strongly against this little adventure, but I wasn't about to change my mind.
Huh. Okay. I wonder if this is like in the 40s or something. Because that's about the soonest time that, like the earliest time I would imagine where people would regularly carry around a bottle of heart pills like that.
I bought it last week at a flea market. I like it because it tells a story. I suppose the previous owner bought himself a newer one. This one still works just fine, though.
Wait. He says he bought it, and the previous owner bought himself... What? When he says it that way, it sounds like he stole it or something.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Oh, we can knock.
Yes, what is it? Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
I totally found your purse. No.
If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look for my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse. You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What? The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse. I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, this is definitely an adventure game. We've already got 2 things we have to find for random people. That's just kind of par for the course. Let's see about the saloon car. Shall we? Oh, no. Loading screens. Great. Well, hopefully they don't last too long.
I don't believe it.
What?
I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
Do we know them? Because he sounded like we do.
May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Depressing.
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Oh, I
Then
see.
I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine.
But I'll just stay here and bother you anyway. I hope you don't mind, and if you do, I don't really care. So, is this like a real person, I wonder? Or is it... I'm guessing it's just a fictional one, but kind of sounds similar to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who made the Sherlock Holmes books. He tried to kill off Sherlock Holmes because he was sick of him.
Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see.
It's kind of funny how everyone on this train seems to be going to the same place. It's almost as if we're like on a train or something. Well, let's ask about the fellow passengers.
As a writer, you must be very observant, am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
Why were you eyeing me? Do you want some of this?
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
Well, a
He
fatty.
seems pretty young, but he's already a professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
Oh, she wants some of that. Blah.
There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
Oh, that
I'll go and
brat.
do that now.
Okay.
About the other passengers, did you notice the blonde man with the violin case?
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Well, someone's kind of uppity, isn't she?
Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor or the baroness?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight car a few minutes ago. Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or will you, Constable?
As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it? Your chance?
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
Now, if you'll excuse me, duty calls.